This is Kyle Martin Paintings.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Martin. And in today's video, we're going to take our first look at the Soltek 2.0 as we unbox it together. There are dozens of pochade boxes on the market to choose from, and there is even more options for French easels. Even the Take It easel has a distant cousin called the Beauport, but there is only one Soltek. The original Soltek came out in the late 1990s, and it was revolutionary for the time. It was lightweight, and it was built with space-age materials. This was early in the current plein air craze, and at that time there wasn't as many options for plein air painting easels as there is today. People loved the original Soltek. There's even a video online of a gentleman laying down while creating a painting using the original Soltek easel. So it was lightweight and it was very versatile in the ways that it could be set up. However, the Soltek 1.0 was far from perfect. While it was made from futuristic parts, there were two issues that made the easel fail. The first was the plastic panel holder. To be fair, Soltek did offer replacement parts for the panel holder, but the part itself was never upgraded. But there was one issue that was bigger than that. To understand what the issue was, it's important to consider what made the Soltek so unique in the first place. And the thing that made the Soltek so special was the absence of wing nuts and knobs to extend the legs. With the Soltek, unlike traditional tripods, there's nothing to tighten or loosen or screw into place. You simply extend the legs to the desired length and start painting. Many people found that the leg extension would fail the minute any amount of dirt or sand made its way into the thicker leg section as it was telescoped back into place, and this would cause the easel to fail. This problem led many people to abandon the Soltek. It was expensive to repair. You could purchase a new pochade box or French easel for less money than it cost to repair the Soltek. Soltek eventually discontinued their easel, and plein air painters were forced to return to their heavier and more complicated easel setups when painting outdoors. Then, on April 8th, 2021, Soltek announced that they would be returning to the market and that easels would be available soon. Plein air painters everywhere became excited for the return of the Soltek. And not just the original flawed version, but a massively upgraded version, one that was well suited for lightweight travel and easy use. There's two versions of the easel. The smaller version costs $599. The smaller easel is very lightweight and would be attractive for international travel or those people who need the ultimate lightweight setup. I chose to go with the larger version of the two easels just because it would accommodate a little more palette space. The small easel has a palette that's only 5.5 inches wide. That's too small for me. I needed something a little bit larger, and the box that I ordered would accommodate a little bit larger palette, and of course that came with a little extra cost. The small easel retails for $599, and the Soltek 2.0 with the larger palette and box costs $679. I will be putting this easel to the test over the coming months, and I will make a wear testing video sometime in the future that gives my thoughts on how it works. Let's check out the Soltek 2.0. All right. Things are wrapped up nicely. This is really a nice feeling finish on this easel. On their Facebook page, he had a prototype that didn't have this black and gray finish. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this is actually painted neutral gray, and this is a shiny black surface. So it was $679 to purchase the easel, and the shipping was $24. And here we have the instructions sheet. Your Soltek easel has finally arrived. We thank you for your extended patience as we sorted out innumerable supply chain issues, COVID, and employee shortages. Market conditions, coupled with our desire to make the best easel possible, pushed our production timeline considerably more than our optimistic selves expected. You'll be glad you waited. While you have many painting joys ahead of you and your easel is proudly made in the USA. You have purchased the most advanced, wind-resistant, versatile, beach-proof, bog-proof, and talented easel on the planet, and following these instructions will give you maximum enjoyment as you use the lightest, easiest, and fully featured box easel in the world. I'm actually kind of excited hearing that they have considered all these changes. Sand is not going to ruin the easel, the wind isn't going to knock it over, and we are going to be able to get out and paint more lightweight than ever and with the latest and greatest in plein air technology. Instructions and care. Never lubricate the legs or allow anything but clean water to get inside. That's fair, knowing what we know about the original Soltek easel. Legs can be extended without releasing or pushing any levers, even when spread apart. For easiest use, you can extend the legs simultaneously to the desired length before spreading. The leg length locks automatically when spread apart for use. That's pretty cool. Everything locks into place. There's nothing to tighten. Have you ever been out painting in the wintertime and you're so cold by the time that you're packing up your easel and your fingers barely can work to spin those little wing nuts on a French easel or on a photographer's tripod? And I'm not gonna miss tightening and loosening wing nuts or other little turny knobs in order to collapse my easel. I think this is going to be a huge improvement. Oh, that's really nice. So all three legs can be pulled out at the same time. Now, if I start to extend these legs, when you spread the legs apart, these little levers pop out, and if you want to shorten the leg, you just push that lever down and it will enable you to shorten or lengthen the leg. When the lever is out, the leg is kept in place. The Soltek 2.0 comes in two parts. So this is the box that you keep your palette in, and you can probably keep some supplies in this box as well. I haven't opened this box up yet. And the second piece of the Soltek 2.0 is the easel itself. And this is the way that it arrived to me straight out of the shipping container. First thing to do is to extend the mast. And this is really cool, and this is something that Jim Wilcox showed in his video on setting up the Soltek 2.0. And the legs can be extended all at once by pulling all three at the same time. With a traditional tripod, you have to extend one leg, screw it into place, depending on how many sections are in your easel, you have to make a lot of adjustments. But with this easel, you can just pull all three at once. That's pretty cool. And this mast that holds the substrate is held in place simply by friction. There's no wing nuts to turn and nothing to adjust with the painting mast. So once we have all three legs extended, these legs lock into place. And if you want to change the length of the leg while you're setting up your easel, I can push the lever in, make the leg shorter, pull the lever back out, and that's how you can readjust things for when you're painting on uneven ground. When the lever is pulled out, the leg will not telescope back together, but you can still pull it back out. So I think that that's going to make things really easy, much easier than any other tripod as far as getting set up. The legs are inverted from the original Soltek design. There's 3 sections to these legs. The skinniest section is at the top, the middle section is a little bit thicker, and the thickest section is at the bottom. With the old Soltek easel, the slimmest section was at the bottom, and that's why you can imagine if you got some sand or dirt at the end of the easel, when you extended it in, it would get inside and ruin the telescoping leg function. With this version, it seems that it's less likely that sand or debris is going to get inside of the leg and ruin the function of the easel. So that's a good upgrade. Oh, this actually goes up higher than I thought it did. I'm 6 feet tall and I like to have my painting surface up at eye level. So this easel will actually accommodate me having my painting surface up high enough to eye level. And on the top and bottom of each of the panel holders, we have these little arms which are going to function to hold the painting surface in place. So all I have to do is put my painting panel onto the easel. Wow, that was very easy. And it holds it right into place. This is pretty cool, and I'm feeling like this is decently sturdy. They did include a hex head screwdriver so that I can tighten or loosen in any parts of the easel, but straight out of the box, this seems like it's strong enough to hold the painting surface in place. You get outside, you put your painting surface on the easel, it's locked into place. And this is a 12 by 16 inch panel, just to give you an idea of the scale. This is the perfect height for me, and so far so good. This is the larger of the 2 easels that Soltek offers. I just read that this easel is called the Soltek Ultra. Here is the painting supply box. There's these 2 round kind of washers. Piece on the box slides right over those 2, and it holds tight, just like that. I think that that's an easy way to put the box together. This box can be tilted up or down to whatever angle you would like just by moving it up or down. These are the points of tension, and with the included screwdriver that they give, the little Allen wrench, I could tighten or loosen these to create whatever tension I want. And let's open up the box and get a... Oh, interesting. That is kind of space-aged. There's 2 clips on the box. All you do is push the clips in, and the side wings fold out. Once you have it on, the wings fold out. That is a nice wide amount of painting room. And here is the included palette. I guess I didn't realize that there was going to be a palette included with the easel. Remove protective film before using palette. It even has a little thumb hole. Not gonna lie, this is kind of awkward to use with a thumb hole. Usually a palette with a thumb hole has the thumb hole up higher so that it can kind of rest on your arm. But maybe that thumb hole is just there so you can easily pull it out of the box. And it looks like it is a gray, a neutral gray painting surface. I like working on a gray surface as a palette as opposed to a white palette. The palette is 8 1/4 inches wide by just over 14.5 inches long. It's not a huge palette. The box, when fully extended, is 30.5 inches long by about 8.5 inches wide. I thought we'd take a moment just to see how long it takes me to set up this easel, and I'll give my final thoughts. So once you arrive to your painting session, you simply fold up the panel holding arm and extend the legs. When the legs are extended, you can set the easel down. The box locks into place. The panel is put into place. and the latch is open and you're ready to get to work. I'm glad that I bought the Soltek 2.0. I'm not somebody who is gentle with my painting equipment. Once springtime comes and I'm back into the swing of things of painting primarily outdoors, I might be creating 5 to 10 plein air paintings a week. So in the coming months, I'm gonna give a wear test review of this easel, and I'll let you know my thoughts on the durability of how things are holding up. This is the most expensive easel that I've ever invested in, but in my opinion, it's an investment into myself and into my art. My final thoughts on the Soltek 2.0 is that it's an easy and simple to use plein air system that is lightweight. I don't think that you could really make anything that's simpler than this. And again, I'm looking forward to getting out into the field with it and doing some painting. And of course, you'll be coming along for that as well. So thanks so much for checking out this video. Thanks so much for checking out the Soltek 2.0 with me. It's kind of exciting to get a new plein air easel, and we'll get out in the field to test it soon.